Today was a good day, all things considered. We are very close to wrapping. We have, geez, leave on Friday. Today's Wednesday, so 2 days, which is crazy. It's happening really fast, and also really slow. I don't know, that sounds really conflicted. Um, it's happening fast in that there's a lot going on around us at all times. The pace of reality TV is crazy. And I had been warned of it beforehand, but there's a difference between being warned and experiencing two completely different things, honestly. But also, it's not happening fast at all in the sense of I just miss my family, dude. I miss Taylor and Lily so much. And Christmas is here, and it's just I just miss them. I just miss them a lot. But we're almost home. We're in the home stretch. Basically, at this point in the competition, I am not in the finals, but I am helping someone in the finals, which is cool, and it's very exciting. And we will see how it all goes tomorrow, because we're going on site, not on set. We're going somewhere else to actually record this, and it should be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. This idea that she had is it's a crazy idea, dude. And the execution is gonna be wild. And I can't say any more than that. But I am excited to see what tomorrow brings, and to be a part of making it happen. Because, yeah, dude, this has been a hell of an experience. Very glad I did it. Learned a fuck of a lot. Still learning a fuck of a lot. It's been very hard and very trying in a lot of ways. It's definitely tested my, mental stamina on a couple different levels, in terms of loneliness, in terms of rejection, and really learning to kind of roll with the punches and adapt and move forward. Not things I was expecting to have to do to this degree, but in a weird way at the same time, I knew that they needed to happen, and I'm glad that they are happening. I've known for a while that my content has needed to change. I've been burnt out for a while now. And being put in a situation where you were faced with that in a very visceral way, with both rejection and just literally just facing hey, this didn't cut it. And seeing that, and being also put in a situation with very strict limitations on what you could and couldn't use tool-wise, the time that you had allocated to a post, just a bunch of restrictions made it such that I had to break out of what I was normally doing. I had to break out of both my shell and my comfort zone, and it was definitely for the better. It sucked. I got humbled, for sure, on the show. But I kept my chin up. And I'm being very intentional about what I'm taking away from this, and how I'm using this to move forward with both my life and my career. Because this was a big sacrifice, not just for me. It was a big sacrifice for my family. Literally, for the show to happen, like, it's a lot for a show to fucking, like, all of this production and crew, and it was a lot on me too as a person and as a creator, and it would be such a waste for me not to take the right lessons away. So I'm going to make sure that I do. And I can be happy with that, you know? Like, that at the end of the day, like, this was a platform. This was a launching pad. And I didn't get out of it what I thought I was going to get out of it, but I think what I ended up getting out of it was ultimately much more important. Obviously, you want to look as good as possible on a show, but I'm in this for the long haul. And I think in the long run, what I learned and what I'm able to take away from this to become a better creator is invaluable. It's invaluable. And that's what I'm choosing to take away. And I'm at peace with that. It feels good. It feels good to be like, okay, I came here. I failed very publicly. And I grew. And I'm going to continue to grow. That's hard, but it's so important. So important. I kept my brand in check. I feel like I did a good job of conveying who I am. I mean, obviously we'll see in the edit, right? I feel like I represented myself pretty well. Certainly who I am as a person and what I stand for. My content and the competition, probably less so. But that's subjective anyway. But what I learned and how I was as a person, I stand behind that. That I'm happy with. Sorry. Keep yawning. With these nighttime things, it's really important for me to do it one take because I need to. One of my limitations that I've taken away from the show is I'm not editing on my computer for a while. Very intentionally, because I use that as a crutch. I use it as like a roadblock. Like I'm like, oh, I need to edit on my computer. I'm not in a good space to do it. Or oh, I need to film on my camera. I don't have my camera. I guess I can't film here. Or oh, I need an hour to edit a video on my computer. I guess I'll do it tomorrow. And not doing that, taking this straight, dumping it onto YouTube, is a way for me to break out of, the habits that I have developed, and really try to focus on pumping out quantity so that I can develop quality in my storytelling and what's going on in the video and in my voice, not just in the visuals. I have used the visual element of my content as a focus and as a crutch for a really long time. I think in large part because my art has almost always been very visual. Like, I draw, I dance, I do photography. I'm a very visual person. And my favorite stories and my most impactful art as a consumer is a story. It's words. That's the kind of creator I want to be. I want to be able to tell stories in a meaningful and impactful way. And I want to tell my story. And I want to be able to speak out on things that I care about and advocate for things and people that matter to me. And learning what is helping and what is hindering is really important to that journey. Anyway, good night.